All right, hello, me again. I'm gonna walk you through a little bit longer sequence today. Also quite gentle, beginner style, just to feel good in your body, stretch, and once again, release any stagnated energy. So today, in Wisconsin anyway, so I'm sure the rest of the world is sunny and bright also. So I am outside and it feels great. Let's get started. So today we're going to start out in a child pose. Balasana, so taking your knees mat width distance apart, big toes touch, and then just dropping your hip bones back, and then walking out your arms in front of you. Deep inhale, and then as you exhale, drop down. And just take time here. We'll spend some time here cultivating presence. So you stay. I'm gonna come up so I can talk you through a little meditation here. Taking a deep inhale and then let go. Drop deeper. If you need to place like a pillow or something behind your knees, if your hips are quite tight, feel free to do that. You could also roll up a blanket and place it there too. So deep inhale and then sink in. With every exhale, walking out those arms a little bit further. Cultivating presence. Arriving in the moment, and just taking time to scan your body. So take time here to notice, to bring awareness, starting at your toes and moving up body part by body part, just noticing. If you are outside, noticing the wind, noticing the heat on your skin from the sun, even a slight cool sensation. Noticing the difference between the uncovered and the covered parts of the body. Staying in this child pose a little bit longer. And if it isn't comfortable for you, you can also lie on your back or come to a seat, wherever you can kind of ground. But that child pose is a really comfortable space to be. And then bring your awareness to your breath. And let's just start to deepen our breath with at least for a count longer inhale, and then for a count or two longer exhale. You can even sigh it out, or a cleansing breath to let go of anything that does not serve you. So deep inhale. Let go. About 3 more breaths here. And then from here, on your next exhale, walk your hands over to the left. So staying in this posture, but walking the hands over to the left, getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale, coming back to center and pause. On your next exhale, other side. Inhale, come back to center. Now from here, we're gonna wake up a little bit more. So you're gonna inhale and come on up, bring your torso up. And then as you exhale, you can even bend the elbows, drop down. A couple more times through, inhale up, and then exhale, sink in. And then on your next inhale, coming up into your tabletop. So your wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, shoulders come back, and then drop the belly. Look up as you exhale, round, hugging that chin into chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, look up. Exhale, around. Now stay here, going through these cats and cows. Or I encourage you to find some organic movement here. So maybe dropping your hips from side to side, maybe finding some barrel rolls, or doing whatever feels good in your body. So allow yourself to explore, to get to know what your body wants, where it wants to go. And then from here, we're gonna bend our elbows, bringing that belly onto the mat, coming into Cobra, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. And then exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale and pause, but keep the breath moving. And now on your next exhale, take that right shoulder down to the mat. Twist. Inhale up and exhale, opposite side. Inhale up and then exhale, release. We're gonna go into some shoulder openings. So from here, take your right hand out parallel and then roll on over to that right side using your left leg as gauge. So you can place that left leg behind you and then just to where it feels good, so you get that shoulder opening. That left arm can come up and over. It can come back behind. A couple breaths here. And then exhale, coming back to center. And we're gonna switch the side. So left hand comes up and over, rolling on over onto that left side. That right leg this time comes back, using it as gauge to where you feel good. Play around with that right arm. You can even use it as support next to you. Exhale, come back to center. Coming up into that tabletop, keeping the hips up. This time we're gonna come into puppy pose, so taking the arms out and then dropping the chest down. Once again, opening the shoulders. And now tying that all in together. A couple more breaths here. We're gonna place our palms into the mat. Look between the fingers. Inhale, roll your body forward, Bhujangasana. As you exhale, coming on back into puppy. And a couple more times at your own pace. And then pause here. Coming up into that tabletop, we're gonna fire up the core a little bit. So from here, you're gonna tuck the toes. Slight bend in the elbows so you're not hyperextending. Inhale, take those knees up. Now you're simultaneously going to almost try to bring those knees to your wrists and your wrists back to your knees. So you should really, really be feeling your core here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, lengthen those legs, Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. Your toes are behind the wrists. Feel free to have a slight bend in those knees. Breathe. Now from here, we're gonna inhale, come up onto the toes, roll the body forward to plank. As you exhale, come on back into downward dog. Couple more times, of course, at your own pace. As you inhale, come up. Exhale, roll. this time, stand back in that downward dog. Pause here, and from here, we're gonna bend the knees and then extend. So we're almost like creating this wave. Bend and extend, maybe taking that one knee and bending it inwards, finding that circle, and then other way around. Inhale, toes to plank, and then drop the right knee down, taking that right leg out to the side, right hand grounds into the mat, left arm opens. Now that left leg can either stay on the mat or inhale, extend it up into the air. You can even reach around and grab your left leg from behind. Inhale to extend, reach, 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 open, and then exhale, reach back. Deep inhale here, and then extend, and bring that left leg through. We come into our low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Make sure the knee is over the ankle and not going over the toes. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, cleansing breath. Let it go, bring those palms down. Once again, inhale, open, reach. 2 more times. And then coming back to center here, just a brief pause. As you exhale, hands come down. Deep inhale, extend that left leg to where it feels good. And then once again, we'll move. This is one of my favorite flows. Inhale, coming to lunge, and then exhale, half splits. Inhale, coming back to lunge. Exhale, half splits, toes up, pause. Always keeping the spine straight. Breathe. Now from here, coming back up into that lunge, walking the left leg over, dropping the knee, coming into our pigeon. So a couple different options. You can let that heel kind of come closer in. If your hips are open, bringing that leg so that it's parallel to your mat here, a lot deeper so to the hips. And then finding center. Now, if this is too intense for you, you can also do a hip stretch in seated by placing one leg in front of the other. Or you can come into figure 4 on your back like this. So choose an option out of those 3. I like to do a pigeon. And we're gonna pause here and breathe. So where can you find softness? Bringing awareness, the space in between your eyebrow center, your jaw. You can also, if you are in pigeon, you can extend your arms out and come on down. About 3 more deep breaths here. And then placing the palms on into the mat wherever you are. If you are in pigeon, actually if you're in any other postures, stay there for a minute longer. If you are in pigeon, come back up to stand up facing pigeon, and then if you'd like, you can bend that back knee and reach around and grab that back foot and then reach towards you. Exhale to release. Wherever you are, we're going to find our way back into downward dog. Three deep cleansing breaths here. A deep inhale, and then sigh it out. Bending the knees and coming back up. Once again, creating that wave. Inhale, coming up onto those toes. Exhale to plank. This time, left knee drops down. Take it out. Inhale, right arm and right leg up and over. Stretch. Stay here or exhale as you grab that top leg. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, reach around. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, come on down, bring that right leg this time through for Anjaneyasana or lower lunge. Inhale, come on up. Now this time as you exhale, bend those elbows, open the heart. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time. Pause. And then exhale, frame that leg. Deep inhale and flow through this split, half splits and lunge. Inhale as you're in your lunge, shoulders back. Exhale, spine stays straight, bringing that belly towards the leg. One more time, coming up into that half lunge. And then once again, walking that leg over, same thing, either going into your pigeon or coming into seated with that leg in front, or coming into that figure four, like I mentioned before, this one on your back. Yogi's choice, so do what feels good for your body. And then just find stillness. 3 more deep breaths here. And then wherever you are, stay there unless you're in pigeon. Come up onto your palms, and then same thing on this side. If you feel called, bend that back knee and then reach around to grab that foot. And breathe. Exhale, release, and we will all meet back in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 cleansing breaths here. Deep inhale. Sigh it out, let it go. Now from here, inhale, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, rotate that ankle. Adding a little bit core strength. We're going to deep inhale and then exhale, bring that knee to our chest. Now feel free to drop that back knee if you need to, but try to hover here. Inhale, extend, and then exhale, release. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, rotate the ankle. Same thing, deep inhale. As you exhale, bring that knee through. Hover. Exhale, extend, and release. We're gonna walk our arms back to our feet. Slight bend in the knees, grabbing opposite elbow, and then letting your body hang. Ragdoll, lengthen that spine. Make sure you're not holding your head up. Now I know I'm doing it because I'm trying to make sure that you can see me, but make sure your neck is relaxed. So go ahead and shake your head yes and no. And then from here, plant down your palms into the mat. Take those toes a little bit outward and then sit down into Malasana or yogic squat. Now, if your heels are up, that's fine. You can also roll up a blanket and place it underneath those heels. And then pushing your elbows into those knees, open. Now from here, we're gonna do a little breathing sequence. So we're gonna inhale and shoot up and rise. And then as you exhale, coming down into that Malasana. So a couple more times through, close your eyes if that's comfortable. Inhale. Coming back to Malasana, and we're gonna go for our twists. Twists are so good for the health of our spine. So a couple different options. You can either place your right palm onto the mat or ground or wherever you are at, and then left arm comes up and over. If you have the space, you can wrap that right arm around that right knee and then grab your hands behind and open, deep twist here. Keep that breath moving. Inhale, take that right arm up. Exhale, release, and then same thing on the other side. By keeping that left arm on the ground, inhale, right arm comes up. Stay here, or like same thing on the other side, wrap around and go for a little bit of a deeper twist. Whatever feels good for your body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back, placing both palms on the mat. Shoot those hips up, and we come into that forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now from here, go ahead and step that right leg forward, keeping about a hip width distance between your right and your left toes. Both toes facing forward. Inhale, deep lengthen. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips. Now, if you have any props, you can go ahead and place those on either side of your legs. Or sorry, I should say your foot, and then place your hands on those. Or if you have the space, drop on down to your palms. Now, you can also stay up here And it's better to stay up here than to go all the way down, but keep your body in alignment. So your hips should be facing forward and spine straight. So lead with your belly if you are working on reaching down. Very nice. Stay here, or if you like some more twisting like I do, place the left arm on the outside of the right leg or foot, and then inhale, take the right arm up, twist. So we're trying to get both of those shoulders in one line. Exhale, release. Now from here, we're gonna ground into that right leg. And we're gonna shoot that left leg behind. You can keep your arms in prayer at your heart, keeping that back foot flexed. And you should be looking down at the ground. Now, once again, I know I'm looking at the camera, making sure you can see me. But your neck is in line with your spine. Now stay here or shoot those arms back in airplane. Or bring those arms in line with the ears for Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Stay here, whoop, or bend the back knee and coming into Shiva squat. So basically bending that back knee into your right knee and then extend. Whew. That should fire up those legs one more time. Extend and then drop the arms down, drop the leg, and coming into your forward fold. Now before we go on to the other side, we're gonna inhale, coming into chair, dropping those sit bones down, arms come up, exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Deep inhale and exhale to fold. One more time, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, dropping the arms down. Same thing, other side, stepping that left foot forward. A little bit of a distance between your feet, hips facing forward. Lengthen, reach up. And then as you exhale, hinge, coming down. Stay here. Or place that left arm and the right arm on the outside of the left foot. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, release. Once again, placing the weight into that left leg. We're gonna shoot that right leg back, flexing the heel, keeping the hips in line. And sometimes we fall out, and that's okay. Yoga is letting go of ego. As my teacher would say, stay here, take those arms back, or come on into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Stay here or go for that Shiva squat by bending in that right knee behind the left knee, bending and then extending. Bend and extend. Pause. Drop those palms down. Drop your feet down. Let's walk the feet out back into that Malasana. Feels good. Pause here. Shake it out. Now from here, we're gonna come back onto the mat, get into some core and then some stretching to end this session. So you're gonna come on down, sit on those glutes, let me turn this way, take those feet up, Navasana or boat pose. Keeping that spine straight, you can bend the knees if you need to. You can even keep your heels on the mat and just your toes up, or you can full extend. Breathe. We'll stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. You can even drop your head and breathe. We're going to do that one more time. So take a little break here. Inhale, come on up. Now sometimes for me it helps to find some movement, so I tend to roll my wrists to kind of get my mind off of what my body is doing. So once again, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. You can come back to that bend, or if you'd like, extend those legs. Maybe bring them towards you, a nice little stretch here. And then bending us, or letting those legs come on down into a wide leg. We're gonna go into for a fold. Inhale, and then as you exhale, come on down. Doesn't matter how far you go, matters how you feel. Your toes should stay up, facing towards the sky. Three more breaths here. If you have a block or anything, you can also rest your head on there. And then come on up. And now from here, we're gonna go into a side. So as you exhale, okay, hopefully that didn't interrupt us. My battery's going low. As you exhale, taking that left arm up and over. Inhale, come up, and then other side. Inhale up, other side, one more time. And up, change. Come on up. Now this time, turn your torso towards that leg and come down, leading with your belly and your chest, keeping that spine straight. And then pause here. Inhale, come on up, and then we're gonna turn to the other side. Deep inhale, exhale, change the sides. Up, zoop those legs together, come on up into forward fold, Come on up. Inhale. Take those palms behind you. Turn this way. Palms facing your sit bones. Push those heels into the mat and lift up. Come on down, and we're going to find our way onto our back. And we're going to come into supported bridge pose. So keeping those heels bent so your fingers can touch them. You're going to inhale and take those hips up, and then walk the shoulders back behind. And pause here. Now if you have a block, you can also place it underneath your sacrum and pause here. Or for strength, hold yourself up. Five breaths here. And then slowly come down. Now you can repeat the same thing, or if you want to go for a full wheel pose, you can go ahead and do it if and only if it's in your practice. And then we'll meet back down onto our backs and hug our knees into the chest, keeping the full length of the spine on the mat, and then just roll from side to side. You can find circles, massaging that sacrum. You can come into your Anda Balasana, or your happy baby, by placing those feet up and then grabbing either from the inside or the outside of your feet and rocking from side to side. Coming back to hugging those knees in. We're going to go ahead and drop those knees to the right as our gaze and our left arm goes over to the left. Now for a deeper spine twist, wrap that top leg around the bottom leg, and you'll notice how deeper that twist goes. Inhale, come up, and then change the sides, either keeping those knees together, gaze and your shoulder stays on the mat, or wrap the top leg over the bottom leg. Inhale, come on up, and at this time do any posture that your body is asking for, and when you're ready, drop on down into your Shavasana, the most important pose of them all, lying on your back, toes up towards the sky, let them fall out to the side, your palms face up, take the hips up, descend the tailbone. Now I'll come up to guide you through this, but you stay lying down in your Shavasana, taking a deep inhale and then releasing on into the mat. There's nowhere to be and nothing to do but here. So allow your body to start to get heavy on into the earth. And as your body falls heavier and heavier, you feel lighter and lighter. Close your eyes and completely relax. And then slowly start to move your toes, your fingers. And if you want to stay here, that's okay too. But if you're ready to move, hug your knees into your chest. Move your head from side to side. Maybe even stretch your arms up over your head. And we're going to come into a seated. We're going to end with 3 ohms. If you'd like to join me, I highly encourage you to let those voice chords come through. Om is a sacred sound. It's a frequency. It vibrates at 432 hertz, which is the same vibration as everything else that vibrates in nature. It's also the same frequency that the earth rotates around its own axis, so it has a lot of healing power, not only for yourself and for your internal organs, but also for the world around us. So we're going to inhale and take those arms up. As you exhale, sigh it out, and bring those palms to chest, thumbs come in to heart center. Deep inhale to start. I hope that didn't distract us once again. Namaste.